Lauretha Shelton was earning her graduate degree in clinical mental health counseling while working full-time as a substitute teacher when the COVID-19 pandemic hit.
When we first heard about it, we was like, how is this gonna work? When are we gonna go back? Are we gonna be paid?
She was relieved to hear that her job would be secure until the end of the school year. Then, a few days after Lauretha started teaching online from home, she saw some pandemic relief stories on the 700 Club.
It was so many cars, so many people being unemployed. It was like a sea of cars during the pandemic that people was actually lining up for food. And I remember this one story about a family that they didn't have money or food, and someone came to them and brought them groceries.
She liked that CBN was helping, but was startled by what happened next.
The Lord impressed in my heart to give. And I was like, give? Now? In the middle of a pandemic? And I was like, kind of fearful. Rent had to be paid, lights had to be paid. Those things came from me and me only.
She was already tithing at church and there wasn't much wiggle room in her budget. Still, she chose to obey God and give to CBN anyway.
It was truly a leap of faith. As I remember the scripture said, a good man's steps are ordered by the Lord. And I know if the Lord is leading me, all things is gonna work together for my good. And I trust God for that.
As she gave, all of Lauretha's needs were met. Then, right before the new school year started, she was let go.
What I began to do, of course, me and my prayer group, we began to pray, and it was like a whole month. And I got down to my last $100 that I had in the bank. I still gave tithes and offering out of that.
She found a job that she liked, but was waiting to hear back about being hired.
The next following week, I was able to start in a new school district, and pay continue on.
Before long, Lauretha was accepted as an unpaid intern to fulfill her graduate degree requirement. It meant a cut in teaching hours and income, yet as she kept giving to her church and to CBN,
I got a phone call, and it was the supervisor from this retirement center. She said, you put in an application long time ago for us for an activity person? And I said, I did? And she said, yeah, how would you like to work for us?
That weekend work paid enough to help cover her living expenses, but she still owed $3,500 to her university. She contacted the finance department, and because she always made out-of-pocket payments on time, they decided to write off the entire balance. Soon, the company she was interning for offered her a full-time job, making twice what she made as a teacher. A promotion and a raise followed. Lauretha says she knows why all these good things happened.
When you're obedient to the Lord will bless you and give you favor. When you meet the needs of others, He meets your needs. He said that I will open up the windows of heaven, not window, not one, but the windows with an S of heaven, and pour you out blessings that you don't have room enough to receive.
She encourages others to listen to God's call to give to CBN.
You're meeting needs, you're doing ministry, and God will be pleased with your life. Even in the middle of a pandemic, you can still trust God. He changed not. There's always going to be a time where this bill needs to be paid or that bill needs to be paid. But if you trust God and just do according to what He said, then you will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, be blessed.